Good morning. They say the best part of waking up is some Folgers in your cup. And then you kiss your brother on the lips for Christmas or whatever that commercial said to do. For me, the best part of waking up is not going to sleep in the first place. I've been up for over 24 hours now. And it got me thinking, what's the most fun that I've had over the last year or so? And the answer is pretty easy, actually. The most fun that I've had recently is playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. Growing up, I never got the hype around it, but now, as a nearly 30-year-old man, I truly get it. It's just such a wonderful playground of creativity and adventure and whimsy. So we started playing together a little under a year ago, and it's a big undertaking. It takes a lot of time investment to really start to figure out how it all works. So we had the training wheels on for the longest time, but then we started to go raw and no rubber, got really invested, and even started our own Dungeons and Dragons YouTube show called Skill Check. And the YouTube channel is Skill Check Show. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. We got some prop masters, built a set, and we even started our own Dungeons and Dragons YouTube show for our new campaign. It's called Skill Check Show. It's led by two extraordinary DMs, and it's just been so fucking fun. We have this little animated intro here for it as well for Skill Check. I play that gummy hippo there, Hugh Fructose. I imagine a lot of you watching this probably aren't familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, and don't be ashamed, we weren't either. And now that we've learned, it has opened our third eye. It's like in that episode of SpongeBob where they go in that box with the imagination, and it's like the best time ever. That's Dungeons and Dragons, and our show Skill Check is like the purest version of that. Just over-the-top fun, and we recently just wrapped up season 1 of this, and the way that we're doing the seasons is it's different arcs of the campaign. So we just finished our first arc, which was Spaceport, and I thought it'd be fun to celebrate by just doing like this montage of my favorite moments of playing Hugh Fructose. Of course, a lot of this isn't going to make sense out of context of the show, so I highly recommend checking out the episodes if it sounds fun to you. But I still just wanted to put this here for the sake of the memories, because it really did make my 2023 very special, and I'm always looking forward to more as we go even harder in 2024. So here's some highlights from Hugh Fructose, the intergalactic plasmoid GIF hybrid. So a hippo that's pretty much made out of candy and can morph himself around from solid to candy gelatinous form. Hey, I'm Charlie. I'm playing Hugh Fructose. I am a GIF plasmoid hybrid. Well, I'm at the bar right now. I'm getting very chatty with all the patrons. I'm hitting with one of these. And eventually I chew away all the riffraff as I finally eye what I wanted, a drink. I pour it out and I shapeshift myself into a beverage. And I know that this is going to be served to my target.
But before you're able to make any progress, before you're able to attack or interrogate your mark, you are whisked away the sound of a slamming door as you disappear from this place.
Gee whiz, I don't know how I got here, but damn, it sucks. I was in the middle of something. I'm actually pretty upset. Legitimately mad.
Excuse me, there were some boxes that came with him. I don't know that we searched those. That's odd.
Within it are things that you guys have left behind. In the box, what do you bring out?
I pull out the ashes of my mother. She died tragically during childbirth.
Just the raw ash you just grab?
Well, it's
loose.
Okay. It's more of a...
So you mean like rock candy?
No, it's more of like a goo.
Yeah. He brings up a good point. Is it burned sugar?
Yeah, it's like, it's kind of like caramel.
I'm gonna walk over to Hugh and I'm gonna be like, just ignore me for a moment, and then I'm going to do my special ability, the study, and I'm gonna take a little bite out of him to study what his like makeup is.
I gotta know now, how exactly do you just walk up and bite Hugh?
It's not really like a bite, it's more like he's just right there, and I just kind of take a little finger and go, take a little slurp like it's a straw.
I guess you see him come up and try to get you with a straw.
I was very polite. I was very polite.
That's fine. I welcome it. I'm starting to like the little guy over here.
Okay. Sucking on fingers, having a great time, smiling.
Hey Hugh.
What's up, Shark?
What do you taste like?
I can put my finger in your mouth.
It will be very difficult to navigate this area without either some care or joining in on the fun.
I know we all just met, guys, but I kind of have a cool idea if you're willing to let me take the helm here. I'm going to shape self, and I'm going to morph my body into a giant 10-foot monster with multiple different appendages. And I'm just gonna start fucking wailing. I'm gonna fucking scare everyone out of there. I could kill you right here, right now. Tough guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you do it?
I'm gonna come around where the guy was flirting with Stewie. I'm gonna try and sneak up on him. I'm gonna use my high fructose corn slayer to try and get inside of him. So I come around the side of him and I see that there's like a little bit of a gaping wound on the back. That shark opens up and I'm like, that's my in. So I make myself real like small, microscopic, and I just like fire myself at him. Like I jump and I'm shrinking into like this like almost cell-sized Hugh now.
You hear that as he goes inside. He goes, "What the hell?"
I'm gonna ready my action. I'm going right for this guy's little heart there. I'm beelining through the red blood cells. I'm saying bye-bye to all of the organs.
Do you say anything to your team before you do this?
Yeah, I hit him with my signature catchphrase. Bye-bye. So I'm gonna go to his heart. I've traveled up. I'm near his aorta. And I'm gonna say, hey, you got a minute? Once per game, I get to say, hey, you got a minute to any object and have a conversation with it to try and persuade it to do things or do my bidding. I just get to talk to it.
And when you say, hey, you got a minute, you hear, whoa, working hard, man, what's up?
Hey, why are you working so hard, bud?
Oh, bleeding a lot.
I think it's just, why don't you just take a rest here? Why don't you just, you've earned it.
It is time for a break. And he says, you know what, man, I'm working a little bit. I'm just taking a quick break. And it deals 1 point of damage, killing him instantly.
His body's on red alert, his immune system's trying to fight me, but I'm too strong for it. And I'm talking directly to the head of it, the heart. And I'm really driving a hard bargain. And then I just see it stop pumping, a big smile on its face as it fades out of sentience.
What did you do?
I had a great conversation with a good guy.
What's the coolest thing you've killed?
There was this one little bastard.
It's always the little bastards.
Yeah, he couldn't be more than 3 years old, I swear to God. But I could tell he had bad intention. It was like
Sometimes you gotta stop them early.
No, he was gonna do bad stuff with his life. I probably prevented a whole genocide.
How'd you kill him?
He was playing kickball, and I said, not today, Junior. You kicked your last ball. So I disguised myself as a little Gatorade, drank it. You wouldn't believe the explosion that happened when I popped out. Fucking gore everywhere.
I've killed a few 3-year-olds.
Which one deserved it the most?
You wouldn't believe it. He was also playing kickball.
Oh, God.
If I were to take your finger and blow into you, do you inflate?
No, but I mean, I could if you asked me to.
Like, you can just do it without me.
Yeah, you can also blow on my finger, too, if you want.
He turns around. Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, I'm a huge fan. You ever seen someone do this? I'm gonna start busting it down on him.
Wow, shit, never seen that. Oh, damn, dude, you're a fan?
Yep.
Oh, cool, I can sign your your goggles or something.
Get over here and sign them.
Oh, cool. Hey, hold on, I gotta turn around and grab a Sharpie. And he reaches down.
And I'm telling everyone to get the fuck together.
Come on. I'm motioning, go up his ass. He's right there.
I'm using my staff to pull down his...
We should have just gone and dropped
So I've gone up his anus, and now I'm right near where his trachea is at. And then I fully expand with a big fist coming out like Superman, and he just splits in two.
Everyone
that scene
in
in
the
the boys.
tent, dexterity saving throw.
And I'm gonna look at that hand. I'm gonna say, "Himp, brother,
Yeah.
get a load of this."
Well, I'm looking. That's all I can do.
And I'm gonna look at that hand. I'm gonna say, "Hey, bud, you got a minute?
Yeah, what is your problem, man?
You're hurting my friend, and I don't like it.
Who says we're gonna kill him? We're just gonna hug him."
Don't lie to me."
Oh, you got me.
Now you let him go.
Now that I think about it, this whole being sentient thing is weird. What in the hell is happening here? And who is... I never really got to know myself in this way. You've really got me thinking, man. That's a lot. That's a lot.
You're welcome.
That's heavy. I tell you what, can we talk after this?
I'd love to.
Can we like be friends?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Many of you may have forgot this, but I still have my mom's corpse. We could use it.
Right.
I could put a crystal in her body and throw it into its mouth.
I love this. However, we need to finally put to rest what your mom's ashes actually look like. I've seen Jello powder in the comments.
It's like a goo.
Is she have a Jello cup?
Yeah, like
Everything in his backpack is kind of sticky now because it's just like his mom. It's just like soup in his backpack.
Yeah. Well, I stopped joking about it. It was tragic. To further explain the plan, clearly the worm would spit out the crystal if it wasn't covered in something tasty.
Yeah,
She's made out of candy.
It's genius, and it's a sacrifice I think you have to make.
It's what she would have wanted.
Right.
The labor was too much. My father being a hippo, her fucking pussy exploded.
You are gelatinous. Why were you rock solid coming out that she had to explode?
She was a gummy bear. My father was a hippo. She didn't have the same properties I have.
But you're gummy, so you could have just like slid out.
Well, even still, it's way too big.
He's dummy.
You've been mad at us in the corner. You haven't taken the time to get to know him and what he's done.
You've been so sour, you haven't mourned.
Okay, so we'll do the Viking burial with the crystal and my mom's body here.
I feel like if my mom was an inanimate object, I would be like, hey, you got a minute? And like talk to her before I sent her off.
No, I actually don't really want to talk to her.
She doesn't need to know what's about.
Oh God, that would be so messed up.
Especially because she's going to be sentient for the entire time. I've changed my mind. I put the bomb in her and then I put her back in my pocket.
What did the magic bottle bring you?
Well, on this buffet table, there is a big old pile of dirt. The old mud pies.
In an actual like pie shell?
No, it's just a bunch of dirt on a dish. It was unfortunate, but I'm pretty close to you guys now. I know you guys been eyeing my dirt. You can't have any. It's dirt because when my mother died, my father left soon after, so I had to fend for myself, rolling around in the dirt, eating it, praying for worms for nutrition.
Did they get the worms in there?
I haven't tried it yet, but God willing, there will be.
I know, God rest her soul, what happened to your mother. What happened to your father again?
He left.
Oh.
He couldn't even look at me. I know it.
It reminded you him so much of your mother.
You're more than a lawyer. You're a goddamn psychiatrist.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, okay?
I can't blame him, though. I imagine it was a gruesome sight. Fucking labia everywhere. Disgusting mess. Viscera and fluid. And
I can see it. I can see your mother's labia.
So I have a petunia and radish salad.
I'm gonna go to the crab. I'll load it up for the journey, and whenever you're ready, we'll go. Okay, bye.
Bye. Zatchet, come here.
Yeah. Also, do you know why my arm's sticking out like this? He's like completely dislocated.
Don't worry. Open up.
He's like surprised.
I'm going inside. Zatchet.
Oh no.
Okay, so now I'm taking over his central nervous system, and I'm working it.
Wait.
Guys, I'm leaving the bar for a minute. I'll be back. So I'm gonna take Zatchet, and I'm making a move like Frankenstein's monster down an alley.
Okay. You hear him say, "Hey, where are we going? Why it's dangerous this way."
I'm gonna teach you how to take a life.
Okay. There's like just a tough guy sitting there like smoking a cigarette. What the fuck did you say to me?
Zatchet, do you have any moral conundrums with killing an innocent man? Or does it need to be a bad guy?
I've killed a lot of people in my day. I swore off that, but no, I've killed.
No shot you've killed, Zatchet. Why are you lying to me right now?
I swore off violence.
Oh, okay. We're opening this can of worms again.
No, I can't stop once I get started.
Well, that's what we need right now. I'm about to level your ass up, Zatchet.
The guy's just sitting there like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like,
I get Zatchet's blade out. If you don't punch me right now, I'm just going to strike.
I feel bad killing somebody of your size, dude, but hey, if you want to die.
Zatchet's pretty small. I'm going to go for the femoral artery the best I can.
Okay. Sure enough, like you get him in the femoral artery, but you get him good. And it just goes everywhere. And he goes, oh my, just falls over and dies instantly. And Zatchet goes, oh, I should not have taken another life.
Wanna watch me eat this guy? And he opens his jaw impossibly wide, and you see these foot-long needle teeth just bear into the top torso of this elf, just tears him in half, and just throws the legs onto the ground. And he goes, now come and fight me.
And I'm going to cast Command. I command you, heathen, to eat one more elf.
So the command word is eat.
Yeah.
I go,
Fantastic.
Hey, you. We're often on the same page here. What's your thought process? Just walk me through
He's
it.
got to turn around to go eat
Oh,
one.
and then we did surprise attacks.
Yeah. And I like watching him do it.
He looks
It
at
was
you.
really fucking cool.
I'm going to say, hey, bud, you got a minute to the bone.
Okay.
Who awakens me?
Hey, I'm Hugh Fructose.
Nice to meet you.
Who are you?
None your business.
Oh, God, we got ourselves a prankster, do we? What are you doing here? What are you doing right now?
I don't actually know what right now is.
You're raising the dead, you're like next to a tree. Do you know where you are?
I provide magics as requested.
Well, stop.
Why would I do that?
You're making it hard for me, and I will come to the afterlife and I'll kill you again.
I don't believe you.
I think actions speak louder than words. Look at what I have in my back pocket. And I pull out my mother's corpse. I say, you see this, Buster?
I don't see.
Okay, well, well,
Sorry, were you doing a thing?
You fall prone here in your own grease.
damn.
Greece gonna have the high ground.
Shit.
But the rules of engagement, you can still stab the shit out of the one next to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stab him, so I'm laying there on my side, and I'm like, take this!
You do have advantage because he is
It's just
prone.
kind of sliding around on the ground, and you're like,
Well,
You're doing the Metal Gear Solid like ankle suit.
well, the way I imagine it is I ran up there and I lost my footing, but I turned it into an Akira slide, and then I got my little hand out and I'm jabbing at him, and I'm like gliding through. I'm fucking hitting a crazy turbo drift, and then my arm transmogrifies, and I stab him right in the heart, and fucking guts fly out of his mouth. I killed you once, I'll kill you again, bitch. And that's a 22 again.
Okay, you do have advantage, but that's gonna hit him. You freshly disembowel the re-emboweled wolf who just refuses to stay down. I think an affront to your business, right? You're a professional.
This time I get like a really thick hand. This time I just put my whole hand in there and start rearranging it. And I'm just grabbing on it and stabbing on things. I'm gonna ready my holy hand poker here. And I'm gonna tell the group, I will save us from this heathen of sin. He's a bad man, this shadow of mine. He's made me do everything wrong in my life, and it's time I get him out of here.
every episode, I think we get closer to you actually just being Jesus.
So I'm sprinting through. I say, out of my way, nerds, as I push across the shadows and spit, and then I keep running. Then I stretch my leg out like Inspector Gadget with like the springy feet, and then I step onto the crane and I pull the lever up and turn the lights on.
You
Explode.
It wasn't properly grounded, I guess.
It's the wrong lever. You start descending really fast.
The lights immediately get thrown on. You hear that like large power circuit breaker industrial sound. You see a knife appearing from nowhere stab Hugh directly in the back. Hugh goes down hard, hits the ground, and while the combat is over, Hugh is dying. Had some time, but you wake up.
Yeah. Did we win?
Oh my god.
all thanks to you, Hugh.
You did it.
Okay, you guys are gonna start yelling. I'm gonna tell them I killed everybody. Marcel. You should have fucking seen it.
But thanks for your service, Foray.
We
I'm
are-
gonna go find that assassin now, so on my turn, I'm gonna dash.
I run over and I give him a hug.
I'm gonna run over and be like, "What did you see? Did you see some kind of afterlife?"
No.
Oh, okay.
There was nothing. Well, I want to talk to the goblin first. Step aside. You said you can read the universe?
Oh, buddy.
What?
On Gilroth freaking Rolodex.
Yes. I'm Hugh Fructose. I want to talk to that lady.
Only if I can shake your hand. Hey, brother, okay. Oh, you want to go to the mat with the script there?
You said you can read the universe?
An oversimplification of a quantum equation that I can balance at light speed, yes.
You know why we're here?
I've guessed in the two most likely circumstances that you were in trouble or cashing in a balance. But if there's a third option on the table, it defies all logic.
What's in my pocket?
Wrong answers, unfortunately.
Classic. She's a fraud. She's a fucking fraud. I'm not really saving the universe. I kind of kill a lot of people, but if it ends up saving the universe, it's a good byproduct of my work.
Hey, if the equation balance is 51%, 49%, I think that's a win.
Yep, fist bump.
Okay.
I'll grab Zatchet and take him with me on my single cruiser.
Perfect. He's just squished in the back.
He's sitting on my lap.
There's not enough space for him in the back, so I think your only option is hanging dice.
Okay, yeah, I'll set him on the dash.
Describe, I think you're saying you had proficiency with the ship, you've been in these kinds of ships before, but describe your blaster assault.
I put my goggles on. I said, just another day in the park.
He's got no targeting computer or computerized assist. It's just like all hand-eye coordination, and he's just pew, 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 like down the line, like taking them all out.
Yeah, job's not done, so I turned to the side and I said, "You're next," and I point at him.
He just lines them up and knocks them down all the way around.
I'd say to Seven, "You see that?
You're damn right I did.
That was for you, brother."
You look damn good doing it.
Oh, too fucking sweet, man. Blows at you to kiss for me.
You see this like Tesla coil gravity generator powering up on the double platform ship. As things are like getting torn apart from the various decks, you just say, Hugh, do like a strafing around, and like this whole thing gets lit up like a Christmas tree. I would ask either of you, is there any amount of flavor you'd like to add to that as well?
I say, bye-bye.
I can't wait to go tell my friends at home how fucking cool you guys are.
You're not going home.
We're not going home.
You're staying with us.
You bust in the door. What do you mean? I gotta go home.
Nope. It's not happening.
I don't understand. Where am I going?
You're going with us to a museum.
I hate museums. You gotta read there. I can't read.
Half of the crew can't read, Zatchet. You'll be all right.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it.
Who can't read?
I can read.
He can read.
I'm back to reading. I couldn't for a while.
He can read.
You're right. You're the only one.
Damn well, you're learning.